Hi, everybody, and welcome to the I Know We Should sessions. We're here at Lucinda's in the East Village of New York City right now with Aaron Lee Tasjan. Aaron, it's great to see you. Thanks for doing this.
Of course. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we're about to hear two of your songs. Both of them are from Get Over It, Underdog, which is out on July 17th, 2026. What do you want to do first here today?
I'm going to do a song called Clown Show. Scrawny women, cold sores and traffic, headed out of town with all of their magic. In tip jars, bars and sanctuaries, make room for every Tom, Dick and Scary. Welcome to the clown show. It's pulling into town. It sucks you into the shadows as the sun goes down. Don't be afraid of the clown show. Hurry right this way. We got a new ship of fools showing up every day. Company man with artificial intelligence, juggle the fate of the world for the hell of it. Sit with me on top of the elephant. From up here it's all self-evident. Welcome to the clown show. It's pulling into town. It sucks you into the shadows as the sun goes down. Don't be afraid of the clown show. Hurry right this way. We got a new ship of fools showing up every day. All hail the needy nincompoop, marching into town with his Halloween nudie suit. Old and hairy, not ordinary. Into the coal mine you go, canary. She invited us to her soft opening. Made it seem like no big thing. But when she opened her legs to sing, we all became believers and she's the king. Welcome to the clown show. It's pulling into town. It sucks you into the shadows as the sun goes down. Don't be afraid of the clown show. Hurry right this way. We got a new ship of fools showing up every day.
Thank you again for sharing the music with us. We appreciate it. I think we've been crossing paths in similar situations for over a decade now. I think it was either 15 or 16 when we did this for the first time.
Thank God.
It's been a pleasure to watch your career and your music evolve. And I know that Todd Snyder had a big part to do with your career in general, this record in particular. Can you talk a bit about his footprint and his spirit and his soul and his contribution to the record?
Absolutely. Yeah, when he signed to John Prine's label, Oh Boy Records, he had been on a big major label before that, an MCA imprint, and he was used to having an A&R person. This is a little bit of a lost art in today's music industry, but back in those days, you had an A&R person at the label who would sort of go over all of your songs before you recorded them. And when Todd left MCA and went to John Prine's label, Oh Boy, he was explaining to John one day, he was like, man, it's kind of weird. Like, I almost don't know what to do because I'm used to having to send all my songs to this person who, like, you know, tells me about them or whatever. And this is the first time I've never had to do that. And apparently John Prine said, well, what if I do that for you? You know, you can send me your songs and I'll tell you, you know, what I think of them and stuff. And I kind of knew that, and when I was working on this record, you know, I'd put a ton of pressure on myself on the last one for it to do something that I don't know if it did or didn't, but it seemed to me like it didn't, I guess. And so I was having a little bit of a like dark night of the soul about just being a songwriter and trying to figure all that out. And I called Todd and I was like, hey man, do you remember, you know, when you signed with Prine and you sent him all your songs and he would sort of tell you about them and stuff. And I said, you know, would you maybe do that for me on this record? Like, I think I could really use your help and your guidance on it. And he said, yeah, but, you know, left to my own devices, I can go on and on. So please, Hammer, don't hurt him, was what he said. And I said, okay, I got you. And I started sending him songs, and he would help me find, like in the ones that didn't feel finished, he would help me find what he referred to. And this was a thing that Prine had taught him apparently, like the emotional rock in the song, which was, it could really just be even just a line or two, you know. It didn't have to be a lot of it, but just this particular, you know, emotional threshold that you could kind of like stand on top of in the song that made it real for you. So even if the rest of the song was like totally made up, if there was, you know, a line in there that you could sing that you really directly connected to in some way, whether it was, you know, through different elements of your own life, family, or, you know, life experience or whatever, that emotional rock that made the song real for you, you kind of never would have to like sort of fake it. You know, it became a song that you could sing like night after night after night like that. And, you know, so there were a couple of songs where I was trying to write this style of lyrics that was kind of almost like a painting by like Monet or something, where it was kind of like blurry, you know. And he loved that, but he was also like, you know, but you got to have that emotional rock in there too. If you kind of have both of those things, you really have a song. And so we went through all the songs on the record that way. And then one of the songs he ended up having some lyric suggestions for, to the point where it seemed to me like, you know, we had maybe co-written the song, and I kind of checked in with him about that, and he agreed, and so I got to write one more with him. We'd written a few before, but that was ended up being the last one that we wrote together, which is called The Real, and it has an epic guitar solo on it, also by the great Audley Freed, who played with Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, and Sheryl Crow. I think if you have a bird in your name, he's probably done your gig. But he's an amazing guitar player, and it was, you know, a great honor to get to work with him as well. But Todd really was the guy that, you know, gave me my audience and allowed me to open for him over and over and over again until I was able to go out and tour on my own and put people in rooms and sell tickets, and kind of owe my whole thing to him, really. Not just the inspiration he gave me musically, but really the career he kind of handed me when he took me out on tour like 1 million times.
Nice, man. Well, I'm glad that you got to have that experience and got to work with him while he was here on this earth, and put this record out with the co-write on it. And I'm enjoying it very much here in this room at Lucinda's right now. And there's still one more song coming up in this session. What do you want to do second today?
I'm going to do a song called "The Dream Comes True." One of these days, when the sunset fades and night falls over this town, in a getaway car under a shooting star, I'll be gone and glory bound. Feels like flying, you're on my mind. Baby, this engine's got wings. She's a silver raven, crying and shaking. Just listen to her sing. Broken believer, underdog dreamer, fallen angel of love. A smoke ring halo in the neon bar glow is all I've known of heaven above. I followed a dream into the deep, but all I could think of was you. 'Cause the living between, chasing a dream, that's the dream come true. Queen of the world, mother of pearl, hail, hail, rock and roll. Destiny failed you, yet nothing derails you. It's tattooed on your soul. Leaner and meaner, she's scrappier now, but she found her home in the quiet corners of Midwest basements, her revolution alone. Broken believer, underdog dreamer, fallen angel of love. A smoke ring halo in the neon bar glow is all I've known of heaven above. I followed a dream into the deep, but all I could think of was you. 'Cause the living between, chasing a dream, that's the dream come true. Broken believer, underdog dreamer, fallen angel of love. Smoke ring halo in the neon bar glow is all I've known of heaven above. I followed a dream into the deep, but all I could think of was you. The living between, chasing a dream, that's the dream come true.